Okay, so here is the canvas. It's a 24-inch by 48-inch canvas, which is 60 centimeters by 121 centimeters. And I always use a gallery wrap, which means it's thicker all around. You can wire it without having to frame it, and that's why I like it. They're better quality as well. You do pay for it, but it is better to get. I've got lots of colors, 10 different colors. I'm going to be putting a cliff, some water, and then paint in rocks. I'm going to let it dry and then embellish it afterwards. So here we go. Wish me luck. If you're going to try this, remember to keep your setting on your hairdryer to cool. You do not want to heat the paint. I love this hairdryer and I've used it right from the beginning, and I have a link to it in my description area if you want to know more about it. For anyone who might be curious, I will not be singing in this video. I have a quick clip to show you the colors that I used coming up. Okay, here it is from my side, and wow, I'm very happy, loving what I see. And the paint kind of skipped over here, but I think it's okay. I can either paint over it or see how it would look as splashes, water splashes. But look at this, developing these beautiful cells that kind of look like rocks. Love that, and this kind of weird rocks on top, which I kind of like. So I'm going to be letting this dry. It'll take a couple of days. I'll let you know. And then I'm going to start enhancing it, embellishing. So yeah, I'll see you back here in just one sec. Okay, and here are the colors that I used: an Artist Loft Flow Acrylic White, and a Pebeo Payne's Gray, Acrylic Basics, Liquitex Acrylics Natural Gray, Pebeo Bluish Black, Pebeo Cadmium Yellow, Liquitex Vivid Red Orange, Pebeo Burnt Sienna, and Liquitex Mars Black. So I was so excited to start embellishing that I forgot to show you what the painting looked like after it dried. It took a couple of days to dry. I felt that it was a bit too dark after it had dried, and so I'm adding some color to lighten up the whole thing. I also added these touches of red here and there for the enrichment that it gave. I also knew it was going to be a sunset, so adding the red made sense. I worked on this cliff for many hours, kept changing things up, and I think may have been better just to start off by painting it, but I am thrilled with the end result. This area reminded me very much of the opening of a cave, and so I'm emphasizing that to bring it out. I wasn't too sure about those unusual rocks there at the top of that cliff, but I do love them. It just added so much interest there. Is it just me, or do you see a turtle up there? Every painting has to be unique and different, and so I painted these rocks to give more interest in that area. To decide here where to place that rock. It has to go along with the composition. That's very important. I love adding these water splashes along the rocks. It really just makes the final touch to it. These water splashes also help to ground the rocks like they're supposed to be there. This other rock on this side of the painting to balance out what was happening from the other side. I wanted to show that the rays of sun are touching the water, so I'm just adding some highlights here. I wanted to make sure that the paint on that rock was really dry before I went back to work on it, and that's why sometimes you see me going kind of back and forth. This is a really low-lying area, and so lots and lots of splashes were coming down over that rock. This painting took me hours and hours over about 4 days, so I've had to cut out a lot of the embellishment. The video would have been just too long. So you're seeing a lot of the great highlights here. So you can see that the sunset is already done. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't, and very upset at myself for doing that. I decided this was a natural area for a waterfall, so I'm just working on that. I'm adding just a bit more color to these highlights on the water. It was a bit too light for me. You can see that these splashes are not overly bright, and that's because I added a little bit of water to my paintbrush and then dipped it in the white. It becomes a little bit transparent, and that's what I wanted. I'm just going over the waterfall with a little bit more white to emphasize it even more. So I forgot to take a video of the finished painting, but here it is before the embellishment, and then after I embellished it. Check out my new Facebook group called Amazing Abstracts, Semi-Abstracts, and Pours. The link is in the description area below.